A blessed day, Grateful Gas family. Welcome into the Grateful Gas Sports Huddle. Y'all know what time it is. About to get directly to the daily verse before I get to the Sports Huddle rundown. Daily verse for the day of March 30th, 2024. Derives from the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 8. And it states as follows. Above all things, have intense love for one another, because love covers a multitude of sins. Amen. And again, that's from the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 8. And this morning, ladies and gentlemen, for the Sports Huddle Rundown, I'll be giving updated information out of the Sweet 16 from the NCAA men's and women's NCAA tournament. Then I'll be going over NCAA baseball top 25 recap from Thursday and Friday and previewing today and tomorrow games. Major League Baseball opening day was last Thursday. I'm looking forward to that. Excited about this opening weekend for Major League Baseball and the season to go forward. After Major League Baseball, I will have National Hockey League recap, NFL news, and NBA regular season. So, getting directly into the top games from the Sweet 16 NCAA men's and women's top 25. Again, a lot of good games. I'm excited to go over the rundown. There's some good upsets, some good games. Moving back to Friday games in the NCAA women's top 25, we had a number 3 Oregon State upset number 2 Notre Dame to advance to the Elite 8. They defeated Notre Dame 70-65. We had number 1 South Carolina defeat number 4 Indiana 79-75 to advance also to the Elite 8. We had an upset out of Stanford for the number 3 NC State Lady Wolfpacks. Congratulations to them. They defeated number 2 Stanford to advance to the Elite 8 also, 77-67, excuse me. And we had number 1 Texas defeat number 4 Gonzaga, 69-47. For today's games, kicking off at 1 p.m. on ABC, we have number 2 UCLA hosting number 3 LSU. Following that game at 1 p.m. on ABC, we have another game at 3:30 p.m. on ABC. Number 1 Iowa hosting number 5 Colorado. Moving on to ESPN at 5:30 p.m., we have number 1 USC hosting number 5 Baylor. Again, that game is today at 5:30 p.m. on ESPN. And then for our late night game, 8 o'clock p.m. tonight on ESPN, we have number 3 UConn hosting number 7 Duke. For Sunday games, the first round of the Elite 8 at 1 p.m. on ABC, we will have number 1 South Carolina hosting number 3 Oregon State at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon on ABC. And then following that game at 3 p.m. on ABC, we will have number 1 Texas hosting number 3 NC State. These two games are opportunities to play in the Final Four for the NCAA Women's Championship. Moving on to the NCAA men's top 25 Sweet 16 update. We had an upset out of Arizona. We had number 6 Clemson defeat number 2 Arizona 77-72. We had number 1 UConn defeat number 5 San Diego State 82-52. We had an upset out of North Carolina. We had number 4 Alabama defeat number 1 North Carolina 89-87. And we had another upset out of Illinois. We had number 3 Illinois defeat number 2 Iowa State 72-69. A recap of Friday games from last night, March 29th. We had the number 11 seed NC State upset number 2 Marquette, the men Wolfpack 67-58. We had number 1 Purdue defeat number 5 Gonzaga 80-68. We had an upset out of Houston. We had number 4 Duke defeat number 1 Houston 54-51. And we had number 2 Tennessee defeat number 3 Creighton 82-75. For today's games kicking off at 6:09 p.m. on TBS. The first game of the Elite 8, we have number 1 UConn hosting number 3 Illinois at 6 p.m. this evening on TBS. And then following that game on TBS, we have number 4 Alabama hosting number 6 Clemson at 8:49 p.m. on TBS. Moving on to Sunday games, the second half of the Elite Eight for the NCAA Men's Top 25. We have number 1 Purdue hosting number 2 Tennessee tomorrow afternoon at 2:20 p.m. on CBS. And then we have the Battle of North Carolina and the Elite Eight. No better way to represent the basketball state, as they call it, of North Carolina. Number 4 Duke will be hosting number 11 NC State, the rematch from the ACC tournament. Now on the bigger stage for when the marbles really count. So I'm looking forward to seeing that game tomorrow evening at 5:05 p.m. on CBS. Moving on to the NCAA Baseball Top 25. From Thursday games, we had number 13 Virginia Tech defeat Pitt 5-3. Number 11 Duke defeated number 9 Virginia 9-4. Number 17 Florida State defeated Louisville 8-3. Number 1 Arkansas defeated number 8 LSU 7-4. We had unranked Miami defeat number 3 Clemson 3-2. Number 4 Texas A&M defeated Auburn 9-7. Number 7 Vanderbilt defeated Missouri 3-1. We had an upset out of Coastal Carolina. We had UL Monroe defeat number 19 Coastal Carolina 11-3. Number 22 NC State dominated Notre Dame 10-0. Number 23 Kansas State defeated Texas 14-6. Number 10 Dallas Baptist defeated New Mexico State 8-3. We had an upset out of Oklahoma. We had unranked Lamar defeat number 25 Oklahoma 12-10. Number 16 Alabama defeated number 18 South Carolina 4-3. We had an upset out of Oregon. We had unranked USC defeat number 2 Oregon State 2-1. For Friday games, we had number 20 UC Irvine defeat Hawaii 6-3. Number 15 East Carolina defeated UAB 6-2. We had an upset out of Pitt. We had unranked Pitt defeat number 13 Virginia Tech 7-6. Number 15 East Carolina defeated UAB 4-3. Number 9 Virginia bounced back against number 11 Duke to win 7-3. Number 14 North Carolina defeated number 12 Wake Forest 6-5. We had an upset out of Louisville. We had unranked Louisville defeat number 17 Florida State 5-2. We had the Georgia Bulldogs dominate number 5 Tennessee 16-2. Go Dogs. We had number 6 Florida defeat number 21 Mississippi State 7-6. Number 3 Clemson defeated Miami 3-2. Number 4 Texas A&M defeated Auburn 12-8. Number 7 Vanderbilt defeated Missouri 4-0. Number 16 Alabama defeated number 18 South Carolina 13-6. Number 19 Coastal Carolina defeated UL Monroe 4-1. We had an upset out of Texas. We had unranked Texas defeat number 23 Kansas State 21-11. Number 10 Dallas Baptist, dominated New Mexico State 14-0. Number 24 Kentucky defeated Ole Miss 5-3. We had unranked Lamar upset number 25 Oklahoma for back-to-back games 13-8. Number 1 Arkansas defeated number 8 LSU 4-3. Number 22 NC State defeated Notre Dame 7-6. And currently we have one more game for the 29th of March from last night to kick off. At the time of this recording, I will have the update for number 2 Oregon State going up against USC, and that is 9:30 p.m. What's the time frame? 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that's about to kick off any moment now. Moving on to today's games, kicking off at noon on ESPN. We have number 15 East Carolina hosting UAB. Number 19 Coastal Carolina going up against UL Monroe. Number 3 Clemson going up against Miami. Top 12 ranked matchup, number 11 Duke hosting number 9 Virginia. Number 7 Vanderbilt hosting Missouri. Top 20 ranked matchup, number 18 South Carolina going up against number 16 Alabama. Number 17 Florida State hosting Louisville. Number 24 Kentucky going up against Ole Miss. Top 10 ranked matchup, number 8 LSU trying to get a win over number 1 Arkansas. Number 10 Dallas Baptist hosting New Mexico State. 22 NC State hosting Notre Dame. Number 25 Oklahoma trying not to get swept by unranked Lamar. Number 23 Kansas State hosting Texas. Number 2 Oregon State going up against USC. Number 13 Virginia Tech hosting Pitt. Number 5 Tennessee hosting Georgia. Go Dogs. Number 20 UC Irvine going up against Hawaii. Top 25 ranked matchup, number 6 Florida hosting number 21 Mississippi State. Top 15 ranked matchup, number 12 Wake Forest hosting number 14 North Carolina. And number 4 Texas A&M hosting Auburn. For Sunday games kicking off at 1 p.m., we have number 6 Florida hosting number 21 Mississippi State. Number 12 Wake Forest hosting number 14 North Carolina. Number 5 Tennessee hosting Georgia. And number 24 Kentucky going up against Ole Miss. So make sure y'all tune into the Thursday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the NCAA men's and women's top 25, NCAA baseball top 25. Moving on to Major League Baseball opening day weekend. Again, super excited about the Major League Baseball this year. I'm looking forward to having my daughters and my wife and my family and I attend a couple games this season. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, as always, it's Braves country, Braves rock. Let's do it. So, from Thursday games opening day, we had the Orioles defeat the Angels 11-3. The Tigers defeated the White Sox 1-0. The Twins defeated the Royals 4-1. The Yankees defeated the Astros 5-4. The Pirates over the Marlins in 12 innings, 6-5. The Padres over the Giants, 6-4. The Dodgers defeated the Cardinals, 7-1. The Blue Jays defeated the Rays, 8-2. The Reds defeated the Nationals, 8-2. The Rangers defeated the Cubs, 4-3. The Guardians shut out the Athletics, 8-0. The Red Sox over the Mariners, 6-4. And the Diamondbacks dominated the Rockies, 16-1. For Friday games, March 29th, we had the Atlanta Braves win their first game of the season over the Philadelphia Phillies, 9-3. We had the Brewers defeat the Mets, 3-1. We had the Rays over the Blue Jays, 8-2. The Pirates defeated the Marlins, 7-2. The Yankees defeated the Astros, 7-1. The Mariners defeated the Red Sox, 1-0. The Guardians defeated the Athletics, 6-4. The Diamondbacks over the Rockies, 7-3. The Giants defeated the Padres, 8-3. And the Dodgers defeated the Cardinals, 6-3. For today's games, kicking off at 1:40 p.m., we have the Mets hosting the Brewers, the White Sox hosting the Tigers. We have the Braves going up against the Phillies at 4:05 p.m. today on FS1. We have the Orioles hosting the Angels, the Athletics hosting the Guardians, the Twins going up against the Royals, the Pirates going up against the Marlins, the Rays hosting the Blue Jays, the Nationals going up against the Reds, the Rangers hosting the Cubs. We have the Astros hosting the Yankees at 7:15 p.m. on Fox. Also on Fox, we have the Giants going up against the Padres. So make sure you check your local listings for those games. We have the Rockies going up against the Diamondbacks, the Dodgers hosting the Cardinals, and the Red Sox going up against the Mariners. For Sunday games, we have the Phillies hosting the Braves, Angels going up against the Orioles, Brewers versus the Mets, the Marlins versus the Pirates, the Blue Jays going up against the Rays, the Reds versus the Nationals, the Tigers going up against the White Sox, the Royals hosting the Twins, the Yankees going up against the Astros, the Cubs versus the Rangers, the Guardians going up against the Athletics, The Mariners hosting the Red Sox. The Rockies are going up against the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers are hosting the Cardinals Sunday night at 7 p.m. on ESPN. And the Giants are going up against the Padres. So make sure y'all tune in to the Thursday Sports Huddle to get updated information from Major League Baseball opening weekend and as we continue to advance throughout the course of the season. Moving on to National Hockey League. National Hockey League recap from Thursday through Friday. Excuse me. From Thursday games, March 28th, we had the Maple Leafs defeat the Capitals 5-1. We had the Canadiens defeat the Flyers 4-1. The Blackhawks got shut out by the Senators 2-0. The Islanders over the Panthers 3-2. The Blue Jackets fell to the Penguins 3-2. The Hurricanes shut out the Red Wings 4-0. The Flames fell to the Blues 5-3. The Wild over the Sharks 3-1. The Golden Knights over the Jets 4-1. The Rangers defeated the Avalanche 3-2. The Oilers defeated the Kings 4-1. The Stars defeated the Canucks 3-1. The Predators fell to the Coyotes 8-4. And the Ducks got defeated by the Kraken 4-2. Friday games, we had one game. The Sabres defeated the Devils 5-2. For today's games kicking off at 12:30 p.m. on the National Hockey League Network, we have the Panthers hosting the Red Wings. At 3:30 p.m. on Hulu, we have the Golden Knights going up against the Wild. The Oilers hosting the Ducks. The Predators going up against the Avalanche. The Coyotes hosting the Rangers. You can catch the Sabres versus the Maple Leafs tonight at 7 p.m. on Hulu. The Hurricanes going up against the Canadiens. The Lightning versus the Islanders. The Blackhawks going up against the Flyers. The Capitals versus the Bruins. The Penguins going up against the Blue Jackets. The Jets versus the Senators. The Sharks going up against the Blues. The Flames hosting the Kings. And the Stars going up against the Kraken. For Sunday games, March 31st, we have one game in the National Hockey League at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon on TNT, and that will be the Canucks hosting the Ducks. So make sure y'all tune in to the Thursday Sports Huddle to get updated information. Moving on to the United Football League. Again, the United Football League kicks off today. So make sure y'all are up to date if y'all are into that type of stuff. Again, games kick off today, March 30th, the opening of the season. We will have the first game kicking off at 1 p.m. on Fox. We will have the Renegades hosting the Stallions. Again, the Renegades will be hosting the Stallions at 1 p.m. on Fox today. And then after that game on Fox at 4 p.m., we will have the Panthers hosting the Battlehawks. Again, we will have the Panthers hosting the Battlehawks at 4 p.m. today on Fox. For Sunday games at noon tomorrow afternoon on ESPN, we have the Brahams hosting the Defenders at noon tomorrow on ESPN. And then following that game at 3 p.m. on ESPN, we will have the Roughnecks hosting the Showboats. Again, the Roughnecks will be hosting the Showboats. So be on the lookout for more information as the United Football League season kicks off. I'm looking forward to it, and make sure y'all tune into the Thursday Sports Huddle to get updated information as the season continues. Moving on to NFL news. The major NFL news I have right now is coming out of the Philadelphia Eagles camp. We end up trading Hassan Reddick to the New York Jets, which I was highly disappointed in. Definitely lost a tremendous, talented defensive player, a gentleman who has proven year after year after year after year that he can be dominant and disrupt backfields and disrupt the quarterback and get to the quarterback and create sacks. So I'm really going to miss Hassan Reddick's presence off that defensive end side of the ball. I'm definitely confident in the players we do have behind him. Nolan Smith. Again, we signed Bryce Huff which I spoke about a couple weeks ago. I knew I was feeling in my heart again when we signed Bryce Huff to that 3-year deal. He got the same type of play style as Hassan Reddick, and when we didn't get a deal done with Hassan Reddick, I felt like that Bryce Huff signing was basically giving us the green light to get Hassan Reddick about the building. Again, pretty sad about it, but, hey, it's a business. I can't control it. And I just wish Hassan Reddick the best of luck on his endeavors and in his career. I know he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Fortunately, he don't have to, travel too far to relocate from Philadelphia to New York. So I wish him the best of luck again and best wishes to you. Also, trade information from that trade. So Hassan Reddick is a New York Jet, and the Eagles received a 2026 third-round pick. But right now, they have a clause where if Hassan Reddick plays more than 60+% of his snaps, that third-round pick can turn into a second-round pick in 2026. So it'll be here before we even know it. But again, Hassan Reddick is no longer a Philadelphia Eagle. Definitely appreciate him for the work he put in and the production he did on the field for the organization and for the city from where he's from. So it's much love to him, and appreciate you for representing on the Philadelphia Eagles the best that you could for the time you was with the Eagles, man. So as always, fly Eagles fly, go Birds, and good luck to you, Hassan. Any more NFL news? Give me 1 second. Let me check it out. Let me see what I got here for you all. Again, appreciate everybody love and support as we continue to go forth here with this new year, and I appreciate y'all, truly do. So the Miami Dolphins also added an additional year to Raheem Mostert's contract. So he has been inked through the season of 2025 up to worth $9 million. So again, he had a very productive year for the Miami Dolphins, and they're seeing his progress, and they're seeing his capability that he can have as a veteran running back to bring to the table for himself and for those younger running backs behind him. So congratulations to him. And that's all I have for NFL news. And then to wrap up our sports huddle, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over NBA news. Excuse me, not NBA news, NBA records and recap from Thursday, the 28th of March. We had the Atlanta Hawks defeat the Boston Celtics with a DeJounte Murray buzzer beater. He also had 44 points in that game to give the Hawks a 4-game win streak currently at the moment. Truly proud of these guys. Just the team in general. They've had an opportunity to, play high-level basketball with a lot of injured players, and I'm glad those guys are doing just that. So I'm looking forward to seeing them continue that streak as we go forward and continue to play winning basketball as we approach the playoff time frame. Then we had the Pelicans defeat the Bucks 107-100. For Friday games, March 29th, we had the Warriors defeat the Hornets 115-97. The Pacers defeated the Lakers 109-90. The Clippers over the Magic 100-97. The Pistons defeated the Wizards 96-87. The Nets over the Bulls 125-108. The Cavaliers defeated the 76ers 117-114. The Heat over the Trailblazers dominated them 142-82. The Thunder over the Suns 128-103. The Spurs defeated the Knicks in overtime 130-126. The Timberwolves defeated the Nuggets 111-98. The Rockets defeated the Jazz 101-100. And the Mavericks defeated the Kings 107-103. For today's games kicking off at 5 p.m. on NBA TV, we have the Pelicans hosting the Celtics. We have the Magic hosting the Grizzlies. And at 7:30 p.m. on NBA TV, we have the Hawks hosting the Bucks. For Sunday games, kicking off at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow on NBA TV, we have the Nuggets hosting the Cavaliers. The Lakers going up against the Nets. The Hornets versus the Clippers. The 76ers going up against the Raptors. The Wizards versus the Heat. The Thunder going up against the Knicks. The Rockets hosting the Mavericks. The Timberwolves hosting the Bucks. The Timberwolves hosting the Bulls. The Warriors going up against the Spurs tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. on NBA TV. And we have the Kings hosting the Jazz. So make sure y'all tune into the Thursday Sports Huddle to get updated information from all the sports we just covered this week. Again, the United Football League is kicking off today. Make sure y'all go check that out. I'm looking forward to having some football back on TV. I don't know about y'all, but I am. So I'm definitely going to be tuned into that. And on that note, Grateful Gab family, that's all I have for y'all this week on the Sports Huddle. Appreciate y'all love and support again. As always, make sure we give praise to Jehovah. Let's do the best that we can to make sure we have love and we're showing love as genuinely as possible. Because as the scripture said from the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8, love overcomes a lot of different sins. So why not want to be loved and have your sins covered by love? So make sure we love one another, do it the best of our ability, and make the best of it. I love y'all. Be blessed. Until next time. Peace.